Hey, gang, we're here for back, biceps, a little bit of shoulders. We don't need a barbell today. This is from the other day. So, no need unless you really prefer to do your bent over rows using a barbell. But even so, we're going to go single arm bent over row. So, for this entire workout, you'll need dumbbells. I do have a resistance band coming in at the end for face pulls. Um, we're going to work like certain progressions if you are taking this workout at home, and you can watch how I make some progressions for the movements that I'm in between my weight selection. Um, yeah, I've got 150, which I don't think I'll use for bent over rows. Well, we'll see. 150, 230s, 20s, 15s, 10s. You might need something a bit lighter than 10 pounds for rear delt flies, reverse flies, lat raises, depending on your overhead press weight selection. We've got drop sets for that. We've got drop sets for hammer curls, 4 supersets. Yeah, 4 supersets. Last superset is 2 moves that we will drop set. Just trying to get my music back. So we're gonna get it started. We don't have time for a warm up today, so go ahead and do your normal 5 to 10 minute dynamic stretch. We'll do some quick inchworms. That'll be the extent of it. I warmed up on the bike, and if you need that prolonged warm up, your treadmill walk, take your low impact ride or warm up ride, jumping jacks, rowing machine, whatever you like. Don't go crazy on the rowing machine because we are doing rows. Okay. So first superset is going to be bent over rows, single arm. This is the only superset you've got 4 sets of. You've got only 6 to 8 reps that we're working with for both of those movements, which means I want you going heavy. Let's warm up that spine. Wake up the abs, wake up the shoulders. Good. Give me a little plank shoulder tap. Walk it back in. Good. Awesome. All right, you might need a chair or a wall, the edge of your cable bar, something for support. I'm going to start out with 30s. We'll see. Yeah, 30s is my normal. 6 to 8 reps, go heavy. All right, so you can fail at 6. I mean, you really can. So I might be picking up that 50. I don't know. We'll see. We will see how this goes. Flat back. Elbow coming back, not up. I heard an interesting video on Instagram, and it was from another fitness trainer, personal trainer, fitness instructor, whatever. And, it was like things I wish I knew in my 20s, right? And I was like, oh, what I wouldn't give. Like, if I could be 20-something-year-old body with the knowledge that I have now, and just, like, go back. So she was saying, she used to measure the quality of her workouts by, like, how hard she fell on the ground afterwards, and how much she sweat and how out of breath she felt, how depleted she felt. And I could totally relate to that. And then she went on to say, listen, what are the goals? Like, is your goal to perform a marathon in under a certain amount of time? And if that's the case, you know, obviously you'll have to get in your running drills. You'll have to do your distance runs, you gotta do your sprint stuff. But if you are the average person looking to tone their body, you need to eat in a calorie deficit and you need to lift weights with slow and controlled movements, resting in between your sets. I love a 6 to 8 rep range. Love it. All right, so set number 1, that gives me an idea of where I can improve. And I think I'm gonna go for 20s next time for bicep curls. Shorter reps. When it's shorter reps, you gotta do what you gotta do. We will drop set, which means we will increase that rep range, work on endurance a little bit with our hammer curls and in our lat raises. So we have a good mix today. So we're not doing 6 to 8 for everything and blowing every move out of the water, and we're not going to leave swollen. We're going to get our reps up in these drop sets, but we need a good balance of both, okay? This makes training till failure much, much easier. When I can lower the expectation of reps, then you can really just focus on the weight. Even if you need those wrist straps for your grip or something, you really can just focus on the exercise and the control. Good stuff. Good stuff. Where's my other 20 at? It's back here. Good shit. Little recovery. All right, so we've got 2 down, two to go. I am gonna go for that 50 that last round. I'm just saying. Because if I'm gonna fail at 6, I'm gonna feel good about that. What I want you to try to focus on this 3rd round is really take the bicep out of the movement. It's going to assist. I don't want you using the bicep because we are supersetting with biceps. I want you to really focus all of the emphasis on the lat, like you're squeezing. Like if I were to put a tennis ball right back here, you're squeezing to the point where that tennis ball would be in place. That's how you know you're really using the lats back here. Why do we care about building our lats? What gives the illusion of a smaller waist? And that hourglass figure. Nice and under control. Did you feel the difference? I did. Mind to muscle connection is very, 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 very important. Super underrated. Good. Awesome. I barely felt my bicep in that at all. I gotta fail at 6 because my form's dipping out a little bit there. It's okay. It's okay. Never, ever, ever, ever sacrifice your form for the sake of lifting a little bit heavier. Those 20-pound dumbbells, those are heavy. For bicep curls, that's pretty freaking heavy. Right, I'm gonna go for 50. Attempting a 50. Your goal is to attempt something new today. Attempt it, and if you fail before you actually want to fail, that's still a win. Huge win when you can attempt something that you haven't tried before. See how it goes for you. You flirt with eliminating that glass ceiling that you're, or any limitations that you're putting on yourself. I took off my rings before I did that. Time out. Taking off my rings. Last set. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, seated work. Okay, we've got a seated rear delt fly, slate hinge, boom, coming back. You can also, if you have an incline bench at home, you can go forward on that bench and just let the chest lean up against that. Same exact move, just in reverse. I'm working with what I got. I don't have an inclined bench at home yet. So we've got that hinged rear delt fly with an Arnold press. 8 to 12 reps. So that's a decent range there. I'm giving you the freedom to play around with that rep range, but if you get to 8, 9, 10, 11, you're still leaving 5 reps in the tank. That's, nope, nope. Just don't leave 5 reps in the tank. Leave like 2 to 3. 2 to 3 is good. All right, so the goal in those Arnold presses, as you're resting, getting a drink, stretching, whatever you want to do, really try to focus on removing any swaying in your movement. You can work on this with bicep curls or standing movements as well. This is why single leg work becomes really challenging and becomes more of a focus on the exercise, because you're taking the lower body out and you're really bringing emphasis to your core as you're doing that move. So if you want a progression, go ahead and take a standing single leg Arnold press and feel the difference. I'm going to go for volume, and I'm going to pick up heavier weights and work on my posture and work on how stable I am in the seated position. But that is an option for you if you are looking to progress. Maybe you're not ready to pick up your next bump up in weight selection, okay? Set number 2. Again, this move, try to take any weird jerking out of it. Keep that head, neck, spine, everything neutral. So again, your goal is not to fly through these movements as quickly as possible. As much as you may have maybe trained HIIT style or circuit style in the past, the way to build muscle and lose body fat is to use a strength program with progressive overload, which means progressively add weights or add volume or add intensity over time with slow and controlled movements while eating in a calorie deficit. So the level of muscle definition you actually see from these lifts depends on your diet. You didn't know, now you do. Nice and under control. All right, take a breather. We got one more set. One more set, and then we got 2 more supersets. Workout is almost halfway. Almost halfway. So this has to be like one of my new favorites. And again, if you don't love this position, that forward hinge, go ahead and take a seated position, like reverse on your bench with that lean. If you're at the gym, you can totally use the dual cable standing and control your resistance that way. But again, most of us are at home. Most of us are working with what we got. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do it and how you can do it. All right, so I felt myself like kind of popping up and like jerking a little bit. So that's why I failed a little bit early. If you find that you're doing that, really slow that control down. All right, we got face pulls, we got back extensions. All right. All right, let's see here. I want to test this out. Quick second. No, it's not going to work. That'll work. All right, just testing out heavier weight. If you're at like the end of the rope, literally, with your resistance band, it's just not challenging enough for you. Throw an extra weight in between your band. That's exactly what I'm going to do for 8 to 12 reps. Back extension in between, again, 8 to 12. 3 sets, and then we've got our lat, raise drop set, hammer curl drop set, we out. So I'm going to stay kneeling because my resistance band is low to the ground. I'm going to take my grip exactly same way. Pull that band right to the face. Make sure it's secure. Elbows stay above the wrist. was not failing at 12 with this resistance band by itself. And this way I'm failing closer to 8 and working a little bit harder. Good, good. To work on improving your range of motion there, number one, you can take the back extension machine if you're at the gym, if you're at home. Try to relax that head, neck, and shoulders. Like the head and neck and shoulders, they're along for the ride in that move. But try not to jerk your neck back. That's gonna create like some tension and some strain back there. And just work to increase that range of motion, get a little bit higher, keep your hips a little bit more cemented. Gotta make sure that band is really in there. Set number 2. Quick sip of water, coming back for that 3rd round. I gotta change up this song too. It's not good. I'm too old to have songs on a playlist that I don't love. I'm just gonna say it. Other than that, this playlist is pretty good. And I've got NSYNC on it. Whew. Here we go. Last set, best set. Now, if you haven't challenged yourself or tried something, attempted, I think the word was attempted. If you haven't attempted, you've got one more opportunity coming in with a lat raise drop set and a hammer curl drop set. What a drop set is start out with the heaviest weight you're comfortable using with an 8 to 12 rep range for that exercise. That's set number 1, and then you go right into set number 2 using a lower weight, same rep range. Set number 3, drop the weight again, right into it, and you go till failure, whatever that happens to be. So whether that's 3 reps or 37 reps, it doesn't matter. All right, so the real goal is muscle endurance. For me, I think I'm gonna have to grab, I'm gonna have to grab an 8, a set of 8s or a set of 5s. Because I really don't want to use 20s for lat raises. So I'm not going to, but I am going to start with 15s. So first drop set, standing lat raise, slight forward lean, 8 to 12. Last set. Really glad I got these 8s. Like, really good. Again, you fail wherever you fail. Don't judge it. Don't set expectations. Just allow your body to do its thing. And if you're asking yourself, can you just do one more rep? Can you start one more rep? If the answer is yes, yes, you go. Alright. Well, just like I predicted, I went way longer than and farther than I initially thought. Okay? Stop placing limits on yourself. Moral of the story, stop putting limitations on yourself. Just quit doing it. It's not serving you. So, we've got one more drop set, and it's a hammer curl. Starting with the same exact weight range, 8 to 12. We haven't seen bicep moves since our first superset. Right into it. No rest. Right into it. Last set. You go till you fail. Till you fail. Alright, my form was fucking dipping out. Hey, way to slay, way to come into this workout with intention, way to just get it done without thinking, overthinking. You guys fucking rocked it. Stretch, move, eat. Eat your protein, eat your carbs, hydrate, walk. Move, stretch, slay the rest of your day. I'll see you next time.